Hello everyone, it's Tuesday the 14th of March and you join me again for another end of day price action analysis. So let's start. We're doing EU as usual. We'll start here on the daily. Daily candles just closed out. I keep forgetting that the time difference has changed again. So we're only -4 at the moment. Anyway, daily candles closed out as this indecisive daily doji candle. So let's move down the time frames to tell the story of today. As you can see on the 4 hour, we seem to have pulled back into today overnight, and we have this 4 hour order block, you say here, that also swept liquidity. We'll see that again on the 1 hour, and we've pulled back into it and rejected and came up for the previous daily high. We created equal highs on that previous daily high, and even now I think we've only just barely pierced it. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. Go down to the hourly. So on the hourly, we had our 1 hour leg here. We had swept buy side liquidity, and overnight into this morning we have pulled back. Now I had this 1 hour POI which was an order block marked out where I was expecting a reaction from. However, as you can see, we also have this imbalance, which is also a POI for price, and price can react off there. It doesn't necessarily have to come to the OB, at least straight away. So we've had a bullish reaction, a rejection of this imbalance here, this fair value gap, and a push up into price to the previous daily high, and we pulled back. We've been doing this. This was quite corrective, so we've created actually sell side liquidity trend line here. So I'll get onto that afterwards, but it's worth noting. We also obviously had, from this corrective pullback down, sell side liquidity here. I actually caught a long from here, from this imbalance, and I'll probably go over it and release that video in the next couple of days. So anyway, yeah, so for today we've come back down, rejected this imbalance, and progressively moved up to the previous daily high, and we're still floating around there now. This will be the new previous daily high, but you could say we've got triple equal highs possibly. We'll see how this goes off overnight. Is it going to go for this trend line, or will it stay around and use that buy side liquidity in the morning? That would be great because it looked great for a short. We'll go into the 15-minute just to show you the breakdown even more. You can see we had this here. We had a nice rejection off of the midline of Asia, which then, as London always does, or at least most of the time, it will take that Asia sell side liquidity. It's gone into the 1 hour imbalance and made its way for buy side. We had news today here, CPI news, which created this nice wick. It wasn't probably the biggest reaction from CPI news. It cooled down quite quickly after about 15 minutes, which gave us this. So you can see these lows here. These lows here will hold liquidity, right? So these are good targets, right? Because this 1 hour OB, has actually remained, unmitigated. So what I'm thinking we could see is either from here, or into tomorrow overnight, you may see this previous daily high get rinsed, get swept, and then this trend line liquidity down into this 1 hour order block is taken, right? Which would be, possibly we could get a sell trade in there, which would be great for this obvious target. Would I trade directly off this 1 hour order block? I am not sure. I'd probably wait for structure to appear here, because what we could see is if we take this buy side liquidity, though there's sell side liquidity here and we are sort of trending bullish, it may or may not, violate this low here for sell side liquidity, which is fine as well. And it's around the big figure round number of 1.065, which is also great. And if it violates this, takes that, as it did here, sweeps into this, goes into this imbalance. If it sweeps this bottom bit here, then it makes an even better target for the daily imbalance up here, which I think price will head for. And let's move over to DXY just to build that story even more. So on DXY also, you can see here it's left this low intact and it's left these here at the moment. We have also the same sort of trend line liquidity build up there, that we could see the previous daily low be swept, and we could have a bullish reaction coming for the buy side liquidity here and into this 1 hour POI before heading for something a bit more significant on the daily, if it's going to, or these sell side liquidity areas here after taking this buy side over here. So I hope that's clear. I'll go down again to the 1 hour. We have these relative equal lows at the previous daily low. We have this buy side liquidity up here. We have this 1 hour POI, which is unmitigated. It also reacted off the imbalance, which is the pros for my trade, which I'll go over. We have a gap up here, but we don't know if that's going to be filled. So again, we'll wait to see how price reacts from this POI if it goes that way. So EU, same thing, right? We've got this previous daily high here. We could take that, head for some sell side liquidity POIs, and then we could go long from there to see out this trend into the daily imbalance above. That would be a good draw on liquidity, because it's a fair value gap and imbalanced. So I hope that's clear, and I will be uploading my trade analysis and walkthrough at some point this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments and like and subscribe. Thank you.